The modern landscape is a grid of engineered paths, where every turn you take was mapped before you arrived. Your morning coffee, the specific brand of phone in your hand, and even that familiar, gnawing dread in your gut follow a sequence written by someone you have never met. This architecture of choice operates in the background of every digital interaction, a framework designed by engineers to move the walls of the maze whenever you try to turn. You can see the evidence of this design in the aftermath of a typical day: fractured focus, unnamed anxiety, and a constant, hollow dissatisfaction that refuses to lift. The system functions by converting your attention into data. These psychological symptoms are the calculated results of a machine that requires your engagement to survive. These triggers operate like strings, turning your daily movements into the execution of a pre-written script. To stop the performance, you first have to recognize the hands that hold them. This script runs on a mathematical logic designed to steer human behavior toward predictable outcomes through a continuous feedback loop. As this diagram shows, the process begins when a digital stimulus, a targeted headline or notification, triggers a spike of dopamine or fear in your nervous system. The algorithm feeds that emotional data back to the central origin, using your own biological reaction to calculate exactly what you will prefer 5 minutes from now. Each interaction constricts the pathways of the maze, narrowing your available choices until the pre-selected option feels like your own independent logic. This predictive precision depends on the algorithm's ability to extract empathy or outrage, turning your deepest human emotions into fuel for its calculations. The control is effective because it is mathematical. By the time you make a choice, the system has already modeled every possible reason you would have for making it. Breaking this loop requires introducing a tactical gap between the moment you see a trigger and the moment you react to it. When presented with a high-emotion stimulus, the countermeasure is a deliberate, total stillness of both mind and body. You observe the threat or the reward with hollow detachment, refusing to provide the emotional engagement the system is programmed to harvest. While the algorithm demands a reaction to update its model of your behavior, you offer it a blank space. Without that reaction data, the feedback loop severs instantly, and the steering mechanism loses its grip on your trajectory. The algorithm cannot map what it cannot measure. It becomes confused, unable to predict where you will turn next. By maintaining this stillness, you stop functioning as a predictable pawn and become an anomaly that the architecture was never designed to contain. In this state of detachment, the artificial spikes in your chemistry flatten out, and the shifting walls of the maze finally stop moving. The rule of the machine is simple. An algorithm cannot steer an entity it can no longer map or predict. You become an untraceable anomaly in their architecture, existing in a space the algorithm can no longer map or predict. This stillness is a weapon. It allows you to operate beneath the radar of social engineers and the architects of the invisible wall. Pass this protocol forward and extract another person from the loop before the system adapts and closes the path. Reclaiming your mind requires constant vigilance. To drop your detachment is to return to the script and become a toy for the machine once again.